This is Deadlock, a new game released by Valve. In this video, I will be sharing my impressions of the game and whether this game is worth picking up. To start off, you might have seen videos or clips of this game popping up all over the internet. Some call it a new first-person shooter while others say it's Dota 3. To be honest, the answer is it's neither. Deadlock is its own game genre that combines both FPS and mobile elements. This game is essentially a 6v6 with 3 lanes and 3 towers in each lane. To win the game, you need to destroy towers and the gigantic statue at the center of the enemy space. As you can see, by the way, I'm playing this archer character called Grey Talon, which is essentially a sniper that can fly. This game requires you to be both good at mobile-like strategy while also having incredible aim and movement to execute what you actually want to do. Now I have to admit, even as a Dota player who has decently good aim from playing too many sniper duels on Roblox, this game was a nightmare to learn. For a start, the abilities of the heroes are much more confusing than other adjacent games like Valorant, and knowing how to play each hero is a challenge in itself, right? So some heroes rely mostly on right clicks, which is what this hero I'm playing here does, while others do next to zero damage with right clicks and must use their abilities instead. So it's very daunting to learn no matter what other game you have played before, and this admittedly has chased off some newer players. Not to mention the entire concept of farming in FPS games to buy items is sort of totally alien to people who have never played MOBAs, right? However, with that said, stick to this game and you will find it's one of the most addictive PvP games out there. While I have just recently picked up this game, it is an incredibly fun experience. Nothing beats the feeling of flying into the air and mowing down multiple enemies in a row before claiming victory. If you thought getting a rampage with Invoker in Dota was fun, wait until you try the FPS version of Dota. It is just 10 times more satisfying in this game. Not only this game has the best of both worlds in terms of technical abilities. Playing this game will not only allow you to aim and move better in an FPS, but there's a whole layer of strategy and teamwork that is like rarely at this level in other FPS games, right? So while games might take almost an hour to finish, I can promise you every minute is worth it. Now this game is pre-released and you can only access it by getting invited. However, getting invited is trivial, right? There are multiple Discords and Steam threads inviting people. I personally got my invite by just posting on the game subreddit for an invite code, right? And a really nice person invited me. Also, it's worth to know that there are still some bugs in the game, but at least for me, these bugs were largely minor and did not affect my experience in any significant way. Being a pre-release game also means frequent updates, which does prevent the meta from getting stale. It also means that there's less bugs every update, right? So ultimately, my favorite part of this game is the map. The large map has incredible vertical elements, right from underground passageways to rooftops, different heroes like fighting in different parts of the map, right? So there can be a fight around every corner and you always need to be prepared. Furthermore, this game has a hero for everyone. Some heroes rely on you becoming an aimbot to actually do damage, right? While others require zero aiming skills like Graves, who has a weapon that just hits 100% of the time, right? You don't even need to aim. So it's been over a decade since the release of Dota and League, and while there have been new mobile-like games, like especially on the mobile side of things, popping up every now and then, none have like really managed to overthrow both in the PC gaming market, right? The game scene was getting a bit mature, like you could tell from like the esports, it's always the same few people, and I honestly feel we are sort of overdue for a new game, right? A decade's a really long time. Deadlock perfectly fills that void by essentially being a Dota 3, while also addressing the rising popularity of FPS shooters in today's gaming landscape, right? So it almost seems everyone I know is like playing more and more FPS shooters, so I guess it's just a trending game. Like we get a shiny new PC, you probably want to play something with flashier graphics, which is usually FPS, right? So I do believe like it will be a massive hit once it's officially out with a bit of fine tuning and marketing. And in fact, it is already a massive hit. Like even without any advertising and being pre-released, right? It has a decently large player base even at this point in time, which is crazy, right? It will only go higher once it's officially out. Nonetheless, this game does have some flaws in that it is incredibly exhausting to play, right? So I personally could play about 3 or 4 games of League, 3 or 4 games of Dota before I had to like take a break, right? Sit back, maybe watch a YouTube video before playing again, right? But this game sees me taking a break after every game, right? You start the game playing aim laps, trying to hit the creeps, and then after that it's non-stop fighting for almost an hour, right? Which is just crazy. It's not an easy game to binge and sit back and play. Now, however, they do have a more casual mode called Brawl, which is a 4v4 and 1 lane, right? There's no farming required there. It's just a 4v4 fight 1 lane. You don't need to know the map, you just need to fight, which is really fun. And yeah, if you want something more chill, you can play Brawl. Right, so yeah, also currently matchmaking is a bit inaccurate, and the fact that you are on a team of 6 instead of a team of 5 or 4, right, means like carrying games and climbing rank is a bit more painful and harder, right, because now you contribute less since there are more players, right, so it's harder to stop. Nonetheless, for those of you who have like hours to spend on gaming, this is definitely a game I would recommend you to check out, right? Like most players, you will find it kind of bad to play at first as you keep losing, right? Yes, you will lose when you just start, so you can try bot match, or you can watch videos, or you can just go ahead and start playing. But do know, if you jump into ranked games right away, right, and lose your first few games, like you're going to calibrate like a very low rank, and it's going to take a while to climb up. So if you don't want that to happen, maybe you play bot games or watch some videos first. But honestly, once you start playing with enough practice, you will get better, you will learn the map better, you will learn what heroes do, your aim will improve, and yeah, so you will get better playing this game. So obviously don't quit just because you're losing. Give it a few games, give it some time, right? You will get better, and once you win, I can promise you, you will start enjoying this game. And yeah, that's it for this video. Since I'm addicted to Deadlock now, I will probably make more videos on this game. It's been a while since I've posted on this channel because I was kind of busy in the past few weeks. I've had a lot of things going on, but yeah, I will try to get back to making more videos. So make sure you leave a like and subscribe, as it does help me out. Thanks for watching.